Good morning. My name is Rob Thacker. I'm the music director here at St. John's. And for those of you that were here last week, Mary Donner helped us learn a piece, Hold On. We're going to sing that again today. If you don't remember it, well, Stephen's going to remind you of the melody once, but then we're going to sing it through a couple times, so by the end it is embedded in your very souls. So please rise in body or spirit as we sing our gathering hymn for today. Oh, I will. Yeah. So Stephen, will you just play through it once for everybody? This is Hold On. Everybody. One more time. Hold on, my dear ones, here comes the dawn. Thank you.
Good morning. We have a few announcements today. As always, I invite you to look in your order of service for announcements. But I also want to highlight we have soup and bread lunch next Sunday. So please sign up for what you want to bring out in Hanley. St. John's Social Justice Committee is sponsoring Women's City program whose invited guest is Gina Belafonte, Harry Belafonte's daughter. She will be speaking on art and activism on Tuesday, March 10th at 7 p.m. For discounted tickets, see Jeannie Nightingale. The cost is $35.70. I want to invite Joetta to come forward.
Morning, everyone. I'm Joetta Pro, member here, and I'm talking to you today about social justice. About 5 years ago, the UU Council of Greater Cincinnati, which is a collaborative of all of the UU congregations, began offering anti-racism programming for Cincinnati area UUs. I know there are folks in this room who've attended some of that programming. Building the World We Dream About is what we called it. And probably 40 or more members of St. John's have participated over the years in those programs that were conducted on Zoom, typically in like a once a week kind of program. So Diana Long, Linnea Lose from First Unitarian, and I have been the ones facilitating those programs in the past. So when this effort began 5 years ago, there was no way to predict or anticipate where we would be today in 2026. We just knew that UUs needed to learn how to become better anti-racists for the benefit of ourselves individually, for the benefit of our congregations, and for the community at large. So today, if you, like me, are struggling at times to stay balanced amidst all that's happening around us, and perhaps trying to figure out the best ways to do something, to engage and do something, I'm coming today to give you a pathway for a next step, because this year's programming is designed to provide a grounding, a foundation for how we can cope and respond today to all that's happening in our world, based on our UU values and the principles of nonviolence that have shaped social justice movements for generations. You can attend our one-day workshop on Saturday, March 21st here at St. John's. The information is in your order of service, QR code, a link. You can register there. It's a free workshop paid for by the UU Council of Greater Cincinnati. Registration is requested by Saturday so that we know how many people will be there for lunch. I will tell you that participating in this workshop will help prepare you for the future, whether we're talking about the following Saturday when it's No Kings Rally Day, or the St. John's Action Network that is being prepared to launch. More about that in the future, or helping you maintain balance during this challenging time. So last thing, if you can't attend the workshop for whatever reason, but you are available around the noontime to help us in the kitchen with lunch and set up and clean up, please speak with me after the service, because I'm looking for a few volunteers for that. Thank you.
Just want to remind everybody that there is a concert here next Sunday at 7 p.m. Jim Scott, who has written several pieces in our hymnal and other things, will be here at 7 p.m. right here. So there was a lot of stuff in the e-news and everything else. If you want more details, look that up. Thanks.
Greetings. Many lifetimes ago, in a faraway land, there was a ruler. When you tell this story later, it could be a czar or a duchess, a sheikh, an emperor, or even a president. Just for today, let's say she was a queen. And there she is now. Percival was the queen's page and assisted her in the day-to-day running of the kingdom. He was dutiful in his service. That means he tried hard. But in all his years of serving the queen, let's just say Percival had never risen to greatness. The queen understood that dutiful and adequate was more valuable than flighty and fickle, so had kept him around.
Am I wise enough? I am kind and devoted to my queendom, Percival. I am brave. I am generous.
You are indeed all of those things.
But I may not be as wise as a ruler should be. I do want to learn more, Percival. There's so much I don't know.
Indeed. Your zeal for learning is unsurpassed, Your Majesty. Perhaps if we signed you up for a night class, would you like to learn about barrel making or rooster grooming, underwater needlework,
No.
salamander husbandry?
No, you're thinking too small. What I need, Percival, is a team of tutors and advisors who might teach me all that I still need to know. Put out a call and assemble them, please. And no wizards. They're always setting things on fire with their wands.
The queen wanted to become wiser. Whoops. The queen wanted to become wiser, called her page and began to fulfill her desire. If only we could all do the same when we realize that we don't have all the answers.
If only we each had a team of advisors and companions to guide us on our way. And yet, look at all of you. Isn't that what we are to one another? Good morning. Have you been wanting to grow and learn? Have you been, in the Queen's words, thinking too small or unsure how to fulfill your desire? This morning, we'll hear a story about the Queen who wanted to become wiser, set out on a journey that taught her the power of attention. First, let me welcome you to St. John's. Unitarian Universalist Church. You'd think I would have remembered that part. On this intergenerational Sunday. This Sunday, as you have already seen, will be a little different than usual as we weave a story around the usual elements of our service. Every Sunday, we gather in community to seek wisdom, to pay attention, to love and care for one another. We honor the racial, economic, cultural, age, physical ability, sexual orientation, and gender diversity of our members and friends and visitors. And a special welcome to visitors this morning. We invite you to stop by the welcome table in our lobby and join us for refreshments and conversation in our social hall after the service. If you're new here, please look for the yellow or pink contact cards and let us know. There are many great things happening at St. John's. I invite you to review your order of service and check out the TV in the lobby or the bulletin boards in our fellowship hall. Now please, put your cell phones into church mode. And again, a warm welcome to St. John's, and enjoy the show. Are you paying attention? It's not always easy. Right now, there are all kinds of things competing for your attention. My voice, perhaps the smell of coffee, perhaps your phone or your children, or the weather outside today. I invite you to join me in our chalice lighting. As we light the chalice, let us fully arrive in this space and to each other's company. In a moment, it'll be on the screen. We have chosen to be here. We have chosen to be together. We choose to be present in the life unfolding within us and around us, and to the company of one another. Now I want to invite Let Us Singers Choir forward to share Peace Like a River with us.
As the theme for this month is embodying resilience, you can have resilience if you're holding what's dear to you in your soul. So we learned this hymn.
Soul.
I invite you to join in reciting our unison affirmation. This is the mission of our faith, to teach the fragile art of hospitality, to revere both the critical mind and the generous heart, to prove that diversity need not mean divisiveness, and to witness to all that we must hold the whole world in our hands. Let us return now to our story and the Queen's search for wisdom.
The Queen had instructed Percival to assemble the best tutors and advisors in the land so they could teach her all that she didn't know yet. He obliged.
Now remember, Your Majesty, when you're done meeting with your new council, we need to create plans and dreams for the kingdom, arrange a birthday party for the stable manager, strategize the upcoming military campaign, and address the infestation of gargoyles in the East Tower. But first, I present to you your advisors. Say something, folks.
Elbow in your ear. You can't hum while holding your nose closed.
Turtles can breathe out of their butts.
I'm going to trust you on that one.
Clearly, the Queen had found people to help her knowledge grow. Correction, the Queen's page had found people to help her knowledge grow. She spent several hours with her council as Percival waited patiently with the royal to-do list. Finally, she decreed,
Tutors and advisors, thank you. Your facts are interesting, most of them, and my knowledge has grown. However, I still crave more wisdom. How can we be your service, Your Majesty?
And what does that have to do with the gargoyle infestation?
My questions are bigger than the fact that there's a bunch of gargoyles. There are, in fact, 3 questions that I wonder about constantly, and yet I sense that our tutoring session will not bring me any closer to their answers.
What are those questions?
For starters, what is the best time to do things?
If it's a military campaign you're planning, Your Majesty, that requires months of work. Start early.
On the other hand, there is time to be spontaneous, to seize the moment and act without over-planning. I like Thursdays and waxing moons. What about this question? Who's the most important person?
Your royal counselors, of course, because we offer so much knowledge.
The stable hands are pretty important too. They keep your horses healthy and safe. My vote is for the tax collectors, without whom the kingdom would lack the resources and flourish. Is it too much to ask for a simple answer? Let's try my third question. What's the most important thing to do?
The most important. Well, myself, I like to write poetry. So I think that's important. But if you ask around, you'd hear that science is the most important, or astronomy, or math?
Personally, I think knowing how to cook a meal and shoe a horse are also important skills to have.
May I remind you, Your Majesty, that farming is how our people eat and build stores for the winter.
Thank you, Council. That's enough for today. Percival, may I ask you to handle things here at the castle for a while?
Handle, Your Majesty?
I need you to address the royal to-do list and pay this team of tutors.
For a while, Your Majesty?
Quite. I've learned much from the advisors you assembled, but when it comes to my most pressing questions, they have no satisfying answers. I need to go elsewhere to seek wisdom.
Elsewhere, Your Majesty?
Must you repeat everything I say, Percival?
Must I repeat? No. No, Your Majesty. I'm just trying to understand. You're leaving the palace grounds?
I am, and I'm going alone. I need to journey into the wider world and to be treated as an ordinary citizen rather than the ruler of this land. Rather than take a horse from the royal stables, I will travel on foot, and instead of wearing my robes, I shall don a plain cloak.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Perhaps you too have known the longing for more understanding. Perhaps you have been haunted or graced by questions whose answers don't come easily. As soon as we enter the world, we become part of the journey that pulls us forward into those questions. Here at St. John's, we honor our joys and concerns by coming forward to place stones representing all that we carry into the sands of our shared community. If you would like a joy or concern to be read, please leave them on the table, or if you're joining us online, please enter them in the chat. Emily shares a sorrow. She's mourning the loss of Joe Shomoji, retired Cincinnati Symphony viola player who died in January. He was a dear friend. And Wanda offers love, or invites us all to offer love and support for Karen Miller, her husband Frank, and her family. If you don't know, Karen and Frank are receiving meals. So if you haven't had the opportunity to sign up, please contact Anne. I invite you into a spirit of prayer and meditation with these words. We are born into the realm of questions. We live wrestling our way through those questions. And when our lives come to an end, we will leave this world to join the great stream of questions known as the mystery. Rob's going to lead us. Pay attention to his instructions because the song is unusual. Yeah.
Please rise and embody your spirit, and we will sing hymn 168. But importantly, it is verse 3. One more prayer, we will say one more prayer, till every prayer is shared by everyone. We'll say one more prayer.
The Queen chose to leave the familiarity and privilege of her royal grounds and set out on her journey for wisdom and for the answers to the questions that had long troubled her. She had disguised herself as a commoner, taking only a small bag of necessities. She traveled for nearly a day through the neighboring villages. As the sun sank in the western sky, the queen noticed a simple cottage on the edge of a forest. There, in its yard, was a kind-looking person in simple clothing, chopping wood and feeding the chickens. It was Seymour. As I said, Seymour happened to be extremely wise. He was, however, a little short on people skills.
I feel that you might have something to teach me.
I don't know a lot about chicken. Oh, I do know a lot about chicken, and I know it's time to feed them. Now, excuse me.
I'm sure you do know all about chickens, but what I'm seeking is something bigger. The answers to 3 questions.
I've got 3 questions for you. Who are you? Why are you pestering me? And do you have any idea how cranky my chickens get when they don't get fed?
Who I am isn't important. My questions are, though, what is the best time to do things? Who is the most important person? And what is the most important thing to do?
I'm not a fan of riddles. Are you sure you aren't here to learn about chickens? When I'm done feeding them, I need to dig my garden beds.
I'll help you. But if you want to think about my questions while we dig, be my guest.
Seymour, being wise, knew better than to turn down free help. As the queen dug his garden beds, Seymour moved on to the woodpile in his garden and began stacking it along the fence. Now that the stranger had stopped asking questions, he was happy to work in companionable silence with her. Even the chickens seemed to be warming up to her. A commotion arose near the garden. Someone emerged from the woods. He was hurt and scared.
Help me. I've been bitten by a gargoyle.
They're nasty creatures, especially the forest-dwelling gargoyles. Best give them a wide berth. Hey, I've seen worse. It won't kill you.
Honestly, Seymour, this person is hurt. What can I get you? How can I help you? All right.
That's me. How can I help you? When was the last time you heard this question? When was the last time you asked it? We hear this question in many different settings. Sometimes an employee of a store will pose this question to a customer. Sometimes it's a teacher asking a student who's confused. And sometimes it arises spontaneously between 2 strangers. How can I help you? This question isn't just one person doing their job. It can also be evidence of compassion. It requires something from us. Once you ask the question, you're captive to the person's answer. For this reason, sometimes we don't ask, how can I help you? Instead, we shrug and say, I've seen worse, and we turn away. How can I help you is a question we ask ourselves here at St. John's all the time. One of the expressions of that question at St. John's is our monthly Split the Plate. This month's Split the Plate is La Soupe, and I would invite them forward to share more with us.
I had to get the chicken feet out of the way so we could welcome. Good morning. My name is David Behrens. I'm a member of the Outreach Committee, and I have the pleasure of introducing La Soup today. I had tried to figure out what group to present as for a candidate for the Split the Plate, and I went to an outreach committee for the Office of Sustainability, one of those bureaucracies in the city of St. Louis. They had a big to-do with food and at a bar in Oakley. And the director, who was at that time very, very pregnant, came up to give a presentation during that whole assembly. And so I thought, aha, okay, I'll put that in my head as somebody to recommend to the committee. So here we are today. Before Stephanie tells you about La Soup, I should explain the complicated way we go about doing Split the Plate. So because there were 5 Sundays in March, the first Sunday was the Unitarian, the USC, Unitarian Universalist Service Committee. There we go. Okay. I'm a little nervous. But so now we have 4 Sundays, and anytime during these 4 Sundays, you can donate to La Soup. But only on this Sunday will your donation go to La Soup if you don't designate. All the remaining Sundays, you have to actually designate either on your check, or if you're paying cash, put it into one of the envelopes that's in front of you or that the ushers have. And you can donate any amount any percentage of your donation to, it does it from 0 to 100% to La Soup. But today only, if you don't designate, 50% is going to go to La Soup. Have I confused you thoroughly? Okay, so here's Stephanie. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, David. Thank you for your introduction. As David said, my name is Stephanie Eldred, and I am the Events and Outreach Manager at La Soup. And at La Soup, we believe that good food should never go to waste, and no one should go hungry. And La Soup is on a mission to bridge the gap between food waste and hunger. And how we're doing that is through our chef-led initiative. We rescue surplus ingredients and food, and we will transform it into delicious restaurant-quality meals and share it with over 165 community partners in our community. Since 2015, we've rescued over 8 million pounds and have served more than 6.8 million nourishing servings. Last year, we had 900 volunteers who dedicated over 16,800 hours of their time. And we are so grateful to our volunteers to be able to do our work. We have 6 pillars of our work, which I've kind of talked about. We rescue, transform, share, and we educate, nourish, and inspire. And to tell you a little bit about our education program, we have 3 programs in our education program: Cooking Improv, Give a Crock, and Cooking with the Family. We are teaching essential culinary skills and knowledge needing to prepare healthy, food-saving, and cost-effective meals. Our Give a Crock program is really interesting because we partner with schools across Cincinnati, including Cincinnati Public Schools. It's a 6-week-long program where we're teaching culinary skills, knife skills, every single week they try a different meal and they take home that meal to their families to share. And at the end of the program, they take home a crock pot and a recipe book and as well as some supplies so that they can continue to grow their skills in cooking and share those skills with their family. We are proud to work with nonprofits in the neighborhood of Clifton, including the Mayo Home for Youth Development, Cincinnati VA Medical Center, and Mount Ida Outreach, and many, many more. Recently, we surveyed our share partners to ask them about how they were enjoying our partnership with La Soup, and I wanted to share one of those with you. It's the Mayo Home for Youth Development. One of their goals is to provide a home and a safe environment for our youth. One way we can show them we care about their well-being and through a healthy and good meal. La Soup's donation provides a meal that helps us express this. So I want to thank St. John's for having me here today and including us as your March Split the Plate recipient. Thank you in advance for your support and donations. And if you have any questions, I'll be here after the service. Thank you.
As we move to accept our offering, one of the ways we can help one another, one of the many ways we help one another, remember, if you need an envelope for Split the Plate, raise your hand. Joetta is running around with them. You can put cash in the plate and we'll split it with La Soup. You can also write on your check or indicate on envelopes how much you would like to be distributed where. And if you have food to donate today, please also raise your hand and we'll collect that at the same time. Okay.
And I invite you to rise and bow to your spirit as we sing verse 2 of One More Step, which will be one more word. One more word, we will say one more word, till every word is heard by everyone. We'll say one more word.
Story part 3. Seymour and the Queen, whose identity was unknown to Seymour, had been interrupted in their yard work by a medical emergency, a person who had suffered a non-fatal gargoyle bite. Moved by their plight, the Queen tended to the man's wounds. As she fussed over the injured person, Seymour got a twinkle in his eye. Maybe it was the waxing moon, or maybe it was how well this stranger had dug his garden beds, but he had an idea as to how he might nudge his guest closer to the answers to her 3 questions.
Excuse me, are you two interested in my extensive collection of butter churns? Also, there's a family of swans in the pond next door. Also, I play the tuba. What do you say we all enjoy a tuba concert and watch the swans, and you can churn some butter?
Honestly, Seymour, this person is hurt. Oh, wait. Sorry. Honestly, you have no sense. The only thing that matters right now is this man who is hurt and bringing him back to health. Now help me, please move him inside so that we can offer him some food and bandages.
Both of those things sound great. I could also lie down for a while. Low-key woozy. Bro, I said both of those things sound great. Could I also lie down for a while? I'm feeling woozy.
Seymour and the Queen helped their new guest into the cottage, where they sat down. The Queen brought them a cup of water while Seymour offered some bread. After a few moments, the stranger was feeling better.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
For what? Eating the last of the bread? That's okay. Win some, lose some.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Will you forgive me?
I don't know you, friend. I have nothing to forgive you for.
I know who you are, Your Majesty. I followed you all day yesterday, intending to kill you.
Wait a minute. You're the Queen? And you intended to kill her?
You wanted to kill me? Wait, but why? I'm kind and devoted to my queendom. I am brave, I am generous.
It's not that I wanted to kill you, Your Majesty. Personally, I don't wish you any ill will.
Begging your pardon, noodle nogging. But I intend to. But intending to kill the Queen is the illest of wills.
My family is hungry, starving in fact. I was so desperate to feed them that I agreed to kill you for a payment of 100 gold coins. Now that you've helped me, I feel terrible about that. I hereby pledge my allegiance to you and will leave you in peace.
I'm aghast. Who would want me killed?
Your royal page, my lady.
First of all,
Sounds like you need a personal change in the castle, Your Majesty.
indeed it does. What a slimy little tadpole kisser. I shall deal with Percival when I return to the castle tomorrow. For now, friend, you have shown wisdom and compassion, and I hereby award you. Here are 200 gold coins for your honesty. When you've healed from your gargoyle bite, come back to the castle to interview for the vacant royal page position.
Please rise and body your spirit, and we will sing verse 4, one more song. One more song, we will sing one more song, till every song is sung by everyone. We'll sing one more song.
When the gargoyle victim left, the queen continued to process her astonishment with her new friend, Seymour.
You were correct, Your Majesty. You are kind and devoted to your queendom. You are brave, you are generous, you are also wise, for you already knew the answers to your questions.
I did?
You asked me, what is the best time to do things? Who is the most important person? And what is the most important thing to do? If you hadn't helped me dig yesterday, you would have been killed by Percival's assassin. So that's the most important time, was when you were digging. And I was the most important person. And to do me a favor was your most important task. When your assassin ran to us, the most important time was when you were attending to them. If you hadn't tended to their wounds, they would have suffered or even returned to kill you. So they were the most important person, and what you did for them was the most important task.
Spell it out for me. When is the best time to do things?
The most important time to do things is the present time, the only time over which we have power.
Who is the most important person?
The most important person is whoever you are with.
What is the most important thing to do?
The most important thing to do is good for the person that you are with.
And so the queen's questions were answered. She thanked Seymour for his hospitality and guidance, and even offered him a position among her royal staff.
No offense, my queen, but I'd miss my chickens too much.
The queen returned home to her castle, made a quick visit to her sergeant-at-arms, and summoned Percival.
No thanks to you. Tell me, is the East Tower still infested with gargoyles? No, look mean at her. It will be your job to clean them up. Take him away!
Call the advisors in.
You, my advisors, have my full attention today as we do good for one another and for all my queendom. And this day, full of potential, is the best time, the perfect time to begin.
As we prepare to leave this moment and move from each other's presence into the world that beckons, we close with the words of Reverend James Ishmael Ford. All I want to do is remind you, my friend, of the beauty and grace of this moment. This is home. This very place is where we find wisdom. This moment reveals what needs to be done and what can be left alone. Whatever traditions we claim, whatever religion we embrace, this moment shows its truth. This right here and now moment is the great play of existence, of life and death and all that was and is and shall be. This very moment is both the doorway to heaven and heaven itself. Our teachers and friends who have walked the way before stand at the door beckoning to us. They give us a broad wink, a crooked finger wiggles at us, beckoning us, welcoming us. All we need to do is move through. Please join in our final hymn, number 6, Just as Long as I Have Breath.
Please rise and bow to your spirit. Just as long as I have breath, I must answer yes to life. Though with pain I made my way, still with hope I meet each day. If they ask what I did well, tell them I said yes to life. Just as long as vision lasts, I must answer yes to truth. In my dream and in my dark, always that elusive spark. If they ask what I did well, tell them I said yes to truth. Just as long as my heart beats, I must answer yes to love. Disappointment pierced me through, still I kept on loving you. If they ask what I did best, tell them I said yes to love.
Up here or there, up to you.
And here, my people, is my royal proclamation that you strive to be as kind and as generous as your most respected leader. And you remember the 3 pieces of hard-won wisdom delivered unto me by Seymour. Sir Seymour. The most important time is the present moment. The most important person is whoever you are with. And the most important thing to do good, and the most important thing is to do good for the person you are with. Good day. And mind the gargoyles.
Go in peace, go in love. We're going to have an important announcement in Coral Fiver in the social hall. And also, if you're coming to the RE meeting, and anyone can, but it's going to start about 15 minutes from now. Down in, it'll be in Rosa Parks.